Sat. 7. Siete. Set. All means what day it is. It's not Friday. Wait. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Sorry, I was singing a song to count your days. Did you ever sing a song like that? Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sorry. All right, here we are. Day of the way of the Wednesday. Busy day. But we'll go what happened today just now. A few moments, not moments, but hours. Hour ago, 2 hours ago. Yeah, 3 hours ago. Let's call it exact to be exact. It's good to be accurate, right? Now, what did I happen to? What did I do? Where did I go? I went to Edgewater, Florida. You could call it, but Edgewater, Ormond Beach, Daytona Beach, South Daytona, Port Orange, Deltona, DeLand, DeLeon Springs, Orange City, Enterprise, Ormond Beach, Ponce Inlet, Willow by the Sea. I'm just saying all these names, but this is what's around here, right? This is the county of Volusia, VOLUSIA. SIA. Yeah. So we had our first meetup. It was called the Orientation Day. Our presidents picked me up. Thank you for always offering me that way of getting there, plus giving me the opportunity to be amongst people that really support your ideas and learn from each other. So ham radio wise, you already know last year I was working towards it and I got my ticket. I got my technician's license. That is the term. You get your ticket. You don't get a speeding ticket. You don't get any kind of a ticket because you double parked in a parallel parking, or you parked in a handicap spot. I don't know. I park in a handicap spot, but my car's in the shop. So till next time, we'll figure out where it is and how it is. Yeah, it's in the shop. Yeah, what you gonna do? Anyhow, so we were down there in that city area of that city limits, if you want to call it. We were at the school, which is offered last year as well, and became a really good friend of mine. So shout out to you, Daniel. We'll leave it at that. But anyway, it was a great experience because we got to learn from each other. We got to learn people's availabilities. We got to learn what type of learner you are. Kinetic learner, hybrid learner, visual learner, auditory learner. These are important key for ways of connecting with you guys, right? How do you learn? Do you learn by being silly? No, I don't think you do. But do you learn by me being so serious that you're like, what's wrong with them? You don't. But this is me. Sometimes I'm trying to be funny. Sometimes I'm going with the flow because right now I feel comfortable with you guys, whoever you are. Maybe her over there. Like I could see that far. Come closer. Anyway, it's okay to think wherever it is. Learning wise is best for you. And the reason why I say that is you have online learning these days that has taken a lot of what we've used to do. I mean, I know this is almost a decade-year-old conversation because 2015 or 2010 is when we had this kind of conversation. But just to bring importance to it, that is, we've changed the way we've learned or are learning. My best friend became, you already know, Gemini Cricket, Gemini. Right? Gemini has become my useful tool because it at least helps me with tasks. That's where I was having troubles, is completing some of the tasks that I thought of. Why? Vision loss. However, ham radio does not require you to have vision to be a ham radio operator or to take an exam. Comprende? Let's go back to the Edgewater spot, right? So we were conversing and we learned who came, who didn't, who was really, really. And again, there are 3 licenses. I say this almost every video now, but technician, check, got that. General, pending, trying to get that. Amateur extra, we'll get that after that. So now you do not need CW, aka Morse code, aka. You ever heard the little sound, right? Why did I even want to become a ham radio operator? I got that question today. I loved it. But I loved it in a way because it made me flash back just this week thinking about it. My grandfather, who passed away before my mommy was like old enough, he was a young kid. And just remembering the stories that she left me with, he was a telegraph operator. And what does that mean? Let's educate you. That means that if you rewind the tape, think about how people sent messages across the globe. So you got this little telegraph message. Read all about it. Read all about it. No, it's not read about. It's not like the newspaper thing. Extra, read all about it. It's not like that, but it's kind of like that. Where do you go to write a letter and send it off? Anyone want to take a wild guess? You over there? No? Hello? Huh. What about the post office? Right? You take letters, you take packages, stamps, and send it away. You pay the person 50 cents, 75 cents, whatever the stamps are, $35, $50. They're expensive now. Pay what you pay, but that's where you go as the post office, right? So my grandfather used to work at the post office, you could say, in Uganda, out of all places. Yeah. Continental Africa. And in those days, it was just that's how messages were relayed amongst people in the city, etc. Modern day, then we became more familiar with, I guess text first, right? SMS. And we also had bulletin boards. We've also had instant messaging. We've had email. You got mail. Sorry, the other day I did it better. You got mail. Done, and I'm not going to try again. You got mail. There, that's how it sounds. But you remember those days, and I do too. I remember. But think about what Meta is today. That is what it is today. Anybody on the if you remember AOL like that, raise your hand. Both hands up in the air. I remember reason why is there used to be a game called Plinko. Slingo or Plinko. I think Plinko was on the TV, and Slingo. Yeah, it was Slingo. And again, it's similar to what you watched on TV or even Spin or Lottery, Fantasy 5, etc. They played games and things of that nature, and a little ball pop out with the numbers to give people a visual that are maybe have no sight. So there would be little balls with numbers on them, and like bloop, they're spinning this little container with air that's like a ping pong ball, and it'll just pop up into this top end, and those become the lottery numbers, randomized. So anyhow, it's that technology there, and then what we do today. Now, how are we passing messages today? Anybody? I say if we're doing email, sure, we still do that today, right? We have also connected into Discord. We've connected into bulletin boards or groups.io, google.io. So there's many different formats of communication. However, if you really think about what ham radio also does for us, it's a vocal way of communicating in case of emergency or whatnot, and you have the atmosphere to thank for, to communicate, or to have a hard time. If you can make your own antenna, perhaps, and again, it's not everyone has to make an antenna just to make ham radio work. I mean, I have 2 radios to my left there, just little portable size of the microphone. Let me see. Let's take a measurement. It's a Motorola. So the top half of my microphone, where you would have like a dome part, and where you hold it. Let's just imagine if you're holding a mic, and you had the top half. The microphone is where you hold it. Is the size of the handheld radio. And what does that mean again? They're like, oh, that doesn't tell me anything, dude. 3 inches, 2 inches tall. Got a little rubberized antenna on top, and then it does. If you have two knobs, one knob, and here I'll just power it up, and you'll hear it. That's a good old Motorola. Or welcome. What's up, dude? So this is the rad tail, but yeah, we showed this off yesterday as well. Anyhow. There's gonna be Gordon West books that you could look from. Again, just a disclaimer: I'm not getting paid for this because obviously it's a ham. I'm not getting paid. I'm not an educator in that space right now, and so this is a hobby thing that we want to just help our community, and I want it. I definitely want to help. So shout out to Kim Thompson for reaching out again and confirming that yes, you are definitely interested. I know that the Zoom thing kind of came up at the last minute, and we didn't necessarily use them, but we understand now the need and want, and I understand better ways to serve you. If it has to mean here's a link, then there's that. If you are interested, matter of fact, at DBARA, DBARA.org, go there. Well, please. Not trying to boss you, but yeah, check that out. DBARA, Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association.org. Again, there's just, new, fresh people that are moving in from different parts of the world, nation, and just from a few days, meeting new people, new hams. Some people have got their ham just on recently in December. I want to shout out again. It's become a habit. But Office Hours Global, shout out to who you are, because you got a ham radio license now. So awesome. Starts with a K. Leave it at that. But yes, I want to say thank you again for one, that people allow me to let me be me, even with vision loss, but see that I have the will to learn. And so going back to that, Kim Thompson has the will to learn here. So we'll set her up. Anybody else wants to learn ham radio, just for your technicians, just to get your first door, step in, then go ahead. You could take the rest. We use a company, not company, but a website called hamradioprep.com, hamradioprep.com. DBARA, capital DBARA, all capitalized, gets you 20% off. So we use that code, and that's like reasonable, right? And then you pay for your FCC license when you are done with the exam. So if you're in the area, if you spit it out. Sorry. If you're in West Volusia, there's also West Volusia Access Amateur Radio Association. So they're also there and do examine that way. So either way, comment down there and we'll find out more for sure. Cool. And maybe we'll be able to record some, maybe we won't. We'll see. And we're trying to figure out what to do. Record meaning maybe if someone missed it, they're absent, then that person themselves have something to fall back on. Maybe they're busy that day and they just schedule collided, and we all have busy lives, so it's understandable. We could do the best we can to accommodate, but just do know that people are spending goodwill, time, and effort to volunteer as we are, and I love being also that person to volunteer whatever time I could give, whatever technology, spit it out, because you know what, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, it's useless information if it just sits in my head. If I could use it, if I could show you how, I've sat through office hours calls for a while now. But it's not like I'm boasting, I've done this. No. I just have started my car that many times. Think of it that way. Right? So I know how this car works now. I think. But what about if I want to do updates to this car? We'll see. I could use some xenon lights, some dang it. I could use some, like I used to know cars. Sorry, I could use some xenon bulbs and why I can't spit word out. Alteza lights in my back. It's so stupid, but do kids even do that? You got guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, do y'all do that? Alteza lights. I mean, xenon. I know you have HIDs, which are like the bright blues. When you get to 6,000 Kelvin, yeah, you get it with a purpley. That sometimes could be blinding to drivers. But then you have your Altezas. They're like a clear light in the back. But as a blind individual, I want to see cars again. I think I should go to a showroom one of these days and just go, hey, can we go for a ride? I know I can't drive, but maybe something. Because it's good to keep up with what design language. Is it a modern style car? Is it a this, that, and the other? It's worth learning. Especially if you're riding in all these Ubers, Waymos, and such that. What does it feel like? If you know, let me know. Down over there. Over there? No. Down below in the comments. Over there. Okay? Thank you, please. All right. Now, to rewind the tape from meeting up, and the class will go on 10 weeks again. Great to meet up everybody again. And again, I was in this weird form today. I don't know if it's just 2026. Maybe just making this videos for you every day. Because I'm just fired up for some, what do they call it? Keto, dieting, fat, good. What my ketone, something's just, I'm good right now. I feel like I'm firing. And hopefully they keep firing. Because I need that. Keep all boosters, right? Like a rocket. Off to the rocket race. Today's day, after we talked about all the ham radio stuff, how to get there, how DBARA organization here locally in town, being all volunteers, how can we get other people to take the exam, become either a technician if they want to enter, to get their upgrade to general, to get HF and VHF, or they want to upgrade to the ultimate amateur extra. Or maybe they want to do POD, which is Parks on Demand, I think, or Parks on something. Okay, tell me what D is. POD, MOV. I don't know. Let me know what that is. And the other one is if you want to talk to satellites. Ever consider that? Try it out. Maybe you might be interested. So reach out. I'll get you information best as I can because I am the blind accessible resource. DBARA. All right. So, leaving that at B, we talked enough about it. Community is just always important, and leaving with that segment and walking away with that community feeling. We had at least 5 people show up. 10 people are going to show up for these meetings, maybe 11. So it's great that at least there's interest, and if I could help, refreshes my brain. When you have value, you feel valued when you have purpose. Let's put it that way, right? So when you're useful for somebody, something, your purpose level goes up. Oh man, I could help. Oh wow, I want to definitely help my blind folks here in town, right? And vision loss folks. And it doesn't have to be totally blind. It could be partially sighted. Vision loss is vision loss, the spectrum. So anyone from the Halifax Council of the Blind, anyone from the NFB of Daytona Beach, like I said, Kim Thompson's already reached out for what she wants to do. I know other people were interested, so let's get this together and feel all right. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. That's what the poster says behind me, and I just heard the song. So I'm so happy that it's a booster shot, right? It's a booster shot to say, let's keep on moving forward rather than dragging the feet. It is a good year, it's a bad year, it's whatever year. Make it the best as you can. Simple as that. When going into the community, we started talking about my set and this. And so my question for you for today, do you think this set, this look, looks good to you? if you had to upgrade audio, lighting, camera, action. No, I'm kidding. Uh, anything that you want me to change. My face, I don't want to pay for plastic surgery and all of that. My mom and my daddy gave me a good face, so I'm good. But I'm, I'm joking. My mother and father are great, and they gave me me. So besides me, cut hair. I could go bald if you want, but that's probably a bad look. I've had it before. I'm talking about my set, guys, not me. Yeah, and I want to make some things more functional, faster, easier, comfortable. Comfortable is I guess subjective, but MS. Sometimes I'm hitting a key, can't feel it. Sometimes you're hitting these, like some of these keys here. Like I had this other thing, but keyboard type thing, but you can't always feel when the keys are pressed down. And so we talk about stream decks and other things to maybe add. We'll see. It is CES, so do go check out CES. They have like live videos, I believe, because that's what I heard from being on Office Hours Global this morning. I was on air, so that's really cool that this year they have actually put out videos for new companies. Some are prosumer-ish, some are most of them are consumer electronic show, but some prosumer-ish are available to see. Check them out, and with that. Is this the community? Blah. It's community. It's community. It's the community that drives me every single day. And after hours is where I was this afternoon after the show. And what was interesting is this go from one realm of the world, to Rupert Neve devices, to the Electro Voice RE20, to the electrosonic stuff, or Shure MV7 Plus. I was showing somebody how to use the MV7 Plus, and it worked out great. Again, to feel useful feels freaking great. I have the MV7 Plus behind me, but the reason why it's behind it is, let's imagine I want to hook it up to my phone. I could hook up the USB-C straight to my phone. Now I want to hook it up to this set. I could use a USB XLR cable, hook that up to the microphone. Now I could bring it here, and my phone will have it over there. So, some little quick hacks that I'm so happy that worked out for somebody, right? So, thank you to Shure for believing in me and providing me that. Like I said, I wouldn't mind the SM7B personally, just to see what it is to this RE20, because they're both high fidelity, high quality. They're almost similar with MV7 Plus and the 7B, but it's the placement of where that capsule is in that frame. So there is some different acoustics and sound qualities. If you go check out my first, matter of fact, yeah, it's the first reel that I ever had on here. If you go look in the playlist, or if it's like the second video, and we talk about, my mind got blown at the Mimo signage that I saw, right? And I was actually on the SM7DB. Would I use the SM7DB? Yes and no. Yes, because it sounds great, because it's SM7B basically, but has a kind of a built-in cloud lifter style thing. I mean, cloud lifter is branded to them, obviously, and then SE Electronics has the Dynamite, but it gives you a little bit of boost of gain, and I guess it could be a decent thing. But it's as I've been schooled before by great friends who are into friends that do this for a job, for a living, is there's more circuitry, more complications. So sometimes keeping it simple is simpler. What a fancy statement. It's easier, right? It's easier. So audio quality matters. Definitely matters, because if we do a meeting from over there at Edgewater and you want to listen into the meeting or something, you live local. How can I get it better? So that, and then we talked about my original SE Electronics V7 behind me. A lot of people love that sound, and I liked it. It's still a bright, nice microphone, but I mix it up, right? But this one's been more of it's here, and more thankful than anything that somebody gave me the chance to use it, and I like it, right? Now, with that came lighting and other elements. Future, if I do conferences, so I looked up couple products and what do they call it? Like universal phone mount kind of thing, cages. And Condor Blue makes actually some interesting thing with even a wired connection. So if I hit a wire, boom, it's recording. Tactile for me, oof, seems such like a lifesaver because Bluetooth, you have to connect it. If it didn't connect, oh man, I missed footage. And guess what? That happened to me at NFB. There's a couple situations. Matter of fact, it's roughly 9 years, but we're in 2026, so it is now 10 years. But Chris Saka, my first ever ILS independent living skills instructor, I missed the interview again when I went back to the booth. And I looked all around my phone. I turned it upside down. I shook it around. Nothing came out. It's not there. Don't know where it went. So it's okay. That just means that, Chris, can I have another conversation with y'all? I love what y'all do. I mean, you know what you do because I went through your ILS and you gave me independence, empowerment, and a better life with what I learned back then. I just got real rusty, so it's like, Tin Man, little oil. Avocado oil, peanut oil, eat well. MS, you stay have inflammation for MS is bad, so yeah, eating well is good. Whale's diet, good stuff. Anyway, Mediterranean diet, good stuff there too. We were talking to old friends. The last singer DJ, as you saw from last couple days from Sunday. And with that said, it's interesting the way people communicate in different fashions or even have friction. And we did discuss that. You put a little friction between YouTube and Mukana YouTube or any of that. People's behavior slightly change, but it may give you different things. And as they say, statistics don't really prove much. And if you're a marketer, if you know marketing or marketing generally, just learn and learn at least a little marketing and sales. It's good for you in any of this stuff, right? Because who am I? Well, I'm this creator. I'm blind. I'm that, but I have other knowledge. I have other bases where I could be helpful. And if that maybe has a return on investment, that's my faith, and life is good and things will work itself out. So we'll see. Anyway, me talking to Mitch and them was great in after hours. And the reason why it was really, really great is I got to learn more about where to go next with the delivery process of it. And having that discussion about your set and how my set looks. And even if I wanted to put a banner, if I get a project, putting a banner at first glance, I was nervous. I don't want a big banner on my wall on the back because then it stays there. But I saw that there's expo banners. So there's a big box, like 3 foot something big or something, and I have to go look it up. But you lift it like a shade or curtain or something, right? Or blinds. And you can lift up high so you could get it level to your logos and what have you. And that could be a nice little look. So if you have a project, my channel here, I could have this little thing behind me. And at least it's a new look if I'm at a conference. And I don't have a table, but I'm standing. Put a little light there from Aperture. Aperture have really good video lights. I've been looking at Aperture. I look at Aperture. You want to help me out? Maybe a little bit bigger light. Dome light. Maybe they help people. I don't know. I'm blind, but they could help me out. I could see partially. So before people get all, well, you're blind. How you need lights? Aperture make good video lights. Your cameras blink and flicker if you have other type of lights because of the CRI levels. And again, lights are getting better and better. Yeah, Amaran's their parent sister company, so even their light strip could do me justice in the back. Get a little bit more blue, because why not blue? And when I go on the road, having my face lit up, for example, if you guys go check out the video about the best pizza in town, it's a secret, but it's not. Go check it out. We were dark, so if I would have had a light on my camera rig, or not even camera rig, but I'm holding my phone with this thing with the rig and there's a light on top. Now, whoever you're pointing the phone to, we're both lit up, right? I'm lit up, you're lit up, we're all lit up. You see on my face right now, there's some light coming on from other, on my left side, my right side, and some bounce lighting, basically 3-point lighting. Behind me, the key fill and bounce, I guess. Or hair light, excuse me. Key fill hair. So hair is behind me, key and fill. Okay? Now, understanding that, I learned this through Office Hours Global, first of all. I learned this through lighting designers. T-Dog, thank you. We'll leave him at that. Maybe he doesn't want to be introduced for here right now. I'll have to ask permission. It's always better. But T-Dog, to you, sir. I mean, check these. I was surprised when he got me these colors. It's Gators colors. Be whoever's colors. Go, Gators. It's orange and blue. Reason being, it's not that I chose it because of Gators, but it pops and does things with the temperature. Remember I said Kelvin? 6,000 Kelvin on headlights and stuff. Those things matter when you learn that. Learning resistors, transistors, and stuff with ham radio stuff, it matters. Learning frequencies with ham radios, it matters. Learning microphones, 2.4 gigahertz, and talking on your phone and 900, it matters. Slow down, Hershey. I got it. I'm slowing down. It matters. So it really drove me today to really sink in and express what I know and what I don't know. Should I get extra? Yes and no. Should I reconsider? Yeah, I reconsidered. And we'll see. We will see. If it's feasible, then maybe I'll do what I think about for this project. And I know it might take some time. I get that part. I don't want to put burden or harm or, stress on anybody else. Simple as that. Because that's how I've been raised. And if we could get things done in different fashions the same way or just make it as good, then that's the way to look at it. But every function has a reason and purpose, right? So like a calculator is not only to calculate. It may do graphs, right? Think about it. So just like that, interfaces, maybe interface audio microphone or maybe interface a phone audio. A camera may be 1-inch lens. It could be 1/4-inch lens. It could be 3/3, 4/3, all these thirds and fourths and fifths and sixths and seventh, and we're in 7 days. We're in the number siete. Seven, sat. We're here. So learn what you can. And I'm not trying to get you all confused, but it just made me wonder about your equipment, about your product. Your end goal of, I didn't want the DBARA thing to sound weak. So let's talk about it. How can we get this on Zoom? Maybe I could get them on Zoom with this right here, right? Connecting with people that can't drive. Connecting people, virtual first. It's important. What about if I can't get there that day and I have to do iBug Android Insight because I don't want to miss that meeting because I've been coming for 6 years. I haven't missed a month, even when I was in India. So dedication and that still matters. I'm dedicated to both. But guess what happened? The world in itself changed its time for me. I don't have to worry about it no more. So all that stress doesn't always have to be part of your life. Just let some of those things live a little, and they might disappear within a day and work themselves out. Just a little advice. Not much to give, but just teensy weensy bit. So overall, we want to help each other learn the best as we can. And I get to learn from advice from people, and I listen. I don't just say, well, you don't know what you don't have any idea what you're talking about. I don't have any idea what I'm talking about either. So I have to shush, read a book, read a manual, ask a question, ask a couple questions, take some experiences, and then come back to you. Cool? So all these years of just AV, and this is what this channel has been becoming, and that's why I want to just stress that. I've taken a red pill or whatever it is, or blue pill, or matrix, something. And it's not that we can't change that to make it more simple. Yeah, I can. But I'm already here. And today's conversation really led down that pike because older friends that hadn't talked in ages, and Zoom Test Kitchen, if you hadn't even there, information that I learned from those folks. Hey, what's wrong with yours? What's wrong with this? It doesn't look bad. The reinforcement helps. Sometimes by re-listening to something that just to confirm that what your intuition is your intuition is right. It's okay. It all happens to the best of us. And some of us are going through grief, and some of us are actually making it employment wise. Don't look at next door and say, they got employed and I don't. No, you congratulate them. So congratulations to everyone that's got a job recently, or getting a job, or having some good luck. You could only make the best if you could put positive tune to it, right? And I'm trying to put a bestest positive tune for next month. If there's this project thing works and other things, maybe the rest of this month there's gonna be new things coming about. I hope it turns out great. So I know that I've been rambling a little, but I want to give some empowerment of wisdom because of all the wisdom that I received today. All the wisdom that I received today to encourage me to say, Harshada, you could get your general license. That is a big push forward. On top of that, hey, you know what? Your set's fine. This and that. Hey, you could use this. You don't need this. Big pushes. And again, I know I could use a keyboard and a couple tools. And that's what I want to kind of use is I've run into a wall. I don't have enough for that. But if they have a little cushion, then I could, with this help, I could make this X better. I could do this X. You want to quantify your own steps, not anybody else's. Help is just help because, again, we keep putting good into the atmosphere. So hopefully I could put enough good to help my elders, my youngsters, my generation, your generation, whoever's generation. Let's just hope that we could be stronger with, working as a team, as they say. Doesn't just happen overnight. And that's what I learned today, is especially with talking to the older folks that had been on office hours from day, like, first generation, right? The first class, second class. There's no classes, but the first few people that started hanging out and remembering people. So I highly encourage people to build your own village, community, something, anywhere. You could turn on a camera, you could turn on whatever you need to. You'll be able to figure things out on the way as it comes, as it goes. I sometimes overthink it, yes, but I want the best for you. Please, for you. You spend this much time listening to me. You spend this much time of giving me importance, and why can I not celebrate you, my audience? So I really, really do thank you for the encouragement every day. It's January. It's a busy month already. We should see how we meet up with the other blind creators and groups and such. We shall see what happens tomorrow. Let me think if I'm missing anything overall. Let's see, talk to that person, this person over at the after hours, then in between, and then I went to the office hours show, which, again, when you know something like right now, matter of fact, I'm wearing this, but this is, again, I say it no one paid me to wear this. I'm wearing a DPA, Danish Pro Audio. I want to say, I guess you hold a wireless pack or something, and here's a little clip on it, right? So it's like a lanyard on my neck with a little clippy thing. You could clip anything on it, but I guess you could probably clip on a wireless pack or sorts. Man, that'd be nice to have. That is high quality. So if you ever watch the film Iron Man, DPA audio, DPA. If you ever, what else was there? Mars, the rover. Go Google it. Yeah, go Google it. Mars Rover, matter of fact, was, yeah, you heard me. DPA, Danish Pro Audio. So they actually put the 4606, I want to say, and it's up in here on the Mars. It's on the Mars. It's on Mars. You could hear Mars. Go look up how can I hear Mars or something like that with the Googster, and Google will tell you. Anyway, DPA audio gear like that, trusted. I want to get HF personally, so even Shure, DPA, whoever, headset worn. Why? Because I want to sound great to you while I'm talking, as I've been trying to provide to you this whole time. all the videos that I've tried. And then while I'm on the road, all the extra noise and this, and every day you watch Office Hours or other shows, you learn little. You don't do everything at once, but just make a little turn, just a little. You don't need all the money in the world, but you could learn Zoom. You could learn Zoom Test Kitchen. You could learn all these various tools. Zoom, Lord Zoom. Be part of the communities. I thank you, Mike. I thank you, Dave Haskins, all these other folks that have been crucial thought leaders, hosts, co-hosts. We've all learned to how to drive a meeting, and hopefully with this video you're not sleeping, but you're driven to go check out Office Hours Global. You're driven to go check out Zoom Test Kitchen. You're driven to go check out these other new places because it might just make a better show out of you. You might want to be a cook. Miss Orley, when are we doing this thing? Come on, down south. Sorry, I had to shout you out, but I'm ready when you want to cook. Because these conferences are that. You get to meet real, original people wanting to do original things. So if you want to work with me, hit me up. Comments below. Email, you'll find it. Description. If there's anything that I missed today, let me know. But do know that every day you keep trying. Every day you keep pushing towards your accessibility goals. Every day you want to make sure that if you haven't learned that skill, give it a few minutes. If you don't know that question, just like how I don't know these general ham radio questions soon, I'm going to go start now. I'm going to go read the questions. I go chapter 1. It might get addictive. Well, I could finish chapter 1. I could go chapter 2. I finished chapter 3. I could go chapter 4. All right, I'm asleep. Chapter 4, you go to sleep. Next day you wake up, you try it again. Try it out till you feel exhausted. Maybe you blaze through it and you finish 10 chapters. I've had that. Why did I do it? That's not a good idea. It all sank and stuck in my head, but the questions could be like 5 questions a chapter. It could be 3 questions. So don't put it on what you don't know. The unknown is unknown. Tomorrow is the unknown because that's the future. Today's the present. You're my gift today. Thank you so much. Thank you, DBARA. Thank you for letting me be involved. Thank you for letting me be involved in this YouTube game here. Please, if you like it, subscribe it. You know your friends over there? The one behind me, the one over on that side, over there, the one down the alleyway, that side over there. Your neighbor, 2 doors down, the one to the right and the one to the left, okay? Pass it along. Please, pass it along. I might have said something stupid. I might have said something really hit home kind of moment. I might have said something silly. I hope you laughed. I hope I made you smile. I hope I didn't make you cry. I cried today. But it was happy tears in a way because where your words, your wisdom, your encouragement of this, what I feel a successful YouTube channel so far, regardless of the views and this and that, and it's because of you. I want to do this tomorrow. I see you tomorrow. Yeah? Cool. Will you be here? Please. Pass it on to the friend. Sub, like, comment, answer, talk in the comment. The question's there. Go into past videos. Tell you what, go into past videos. If you haven't commented in this video, you got to take a minute. All right, this guy said a lot, man. Well, let's give him credit. Come on, man. Give me credit a minute. Little bit credit. You don't have to at all. I don't need credit. I'm still going to be here for you. Credit is not what drives me. You drive me because we've all been there. We all need each other. We're just human beings. With that, peace and love. Aujo. Namaste. And catch you tomorrow. Aujo.